What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com, creator of the Outright Bar, and partner in the Ambrosia Collective, as well as Iron Addicts Gym in Long Beach, California. All right, check it out, y'all. So I've been really excited about my condition. I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't looked this good in my life, in my opinion. I'm 218 pounds. My abs are in, my glutes are in, everything's in, my quads have cross striations. And again, 218 pounds on a guy my height, 5'8" max in heels, right in the morning, rolling out of bed when my body's all stretched out, after sitting in one of those, you know, those chairs, those inversion tables. That's the best I'm gonna get, right? So I post these pictures, I'm really excited. And I got comments that kind of set me back, and they weren't the mean comments. Like, I like the steroid comments. And honestly, I've been so honest about my HRT use. They're not really coming that often, which means I need to train harder. The thing is, comments I got is, wow, you've lost a lot of size. Or, wow, are you sick? Or, wow, looks like you've gotten smaller. And at first I was like, looking at my pictures and I'm not seeing it. And I'm usually pretty objective, and I'm like, usually I'm the first one to be hypercritical of my body. I'm the first one to be like, oh my God, because I have bigorexia. You know, I absolutely have some dysmorphia. My wife, when we were in college, actually wrote a term paper on me having dysmorphia for psychology class. Bitch got an A+. She nailed it so well. She literally, she's right over there, man. I still hate you for that. Your term paper on me having dysmorphia?
Yeah, mental.
Yeah. I'm mental. And you love me. You know what they say? The crazy hot matrix. The crazier in the head, the dirtier in the bed. She's giving me this look. She knows I'm dirty. She holds me back. She holds me back. I'd be doing all kinds of weird stuff, man. Ball gags, French ticklers. I'd have a sex swing hooked up in our gym instead of a heavy bag if it was up to me. But no. She's like, why don't you try boxing? I digress. What the hell is this video about? Oh, dysmorphia. Okay. So I was busy thinking about the sex swing.
A senior moment.
I'm a master's. It's a master's moment. That means I've mastered life. All right, check it out. Then I realized I talked to some people. I talked to my training partner, Brent, Trevor. I actually talked to people. I'm like, what's going on? I talked to Alex Kickle, the guy who's helping me out with my diet. I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, bro, those are your actual pictures. And I'm like, whoa, I get it. Man, y'all been lied to so much that you don't even know what reality is anymore. Instagram has crowded your mind with Photoshop, with filters, with Brad Castleberry's OnlyFans page. You guys have been lied to and edited and all this stuff so much that when someone posts a legit picture of them, that your first inclination is, well, he's small. So let's look at what's going on. Let's look at the timeline involved in all this BS. Number one, Shreds. You remember that company that was supposedly taking over the world so big, sponsored people like that girl who ended up having a fake butt, I forgot her name, Devin Physique, Joey Swoles, whatever the hell those people's names are, right? And then they got caught up in the big scam, and one of many scams, and one of it was, well, the fact their products met label claim probably, but their labels even sucked. It was a lifestyle brand. It wasn't promoting a product. It was promoting a lifestyle. Like, hey, why the hell would I have a bottle of a fat burner in a gym? Like, you know, what are you doing? And it was just weird. And one of the things was, you know, people like Devin Physique were photoshopping the hell out of their things. And the one time Devin Physique actually tried to do something real, he tried to bench press 150-pound dumbbells and the idiot tore his pec. Okay, the bottom line is, you've been lied to by a bunch of disingenuous douchebags. Including I don't care who you are, if you were an athlete with Shreds, I will go on record as saying, you might not be a douchebag now, but you spend a large portion of your life being a douchebag, being disingenuous and lying to people. That includes everybody I met. Paige Hathaway, that was her name. And her butt literally, either she was editing it or what, but I remember like 1 month, like she had a normal butt, The next month, it was like Nicki Minaj on steroids, bro. And I'm like, whoa. I want to know her booty blaster program, you know? So anyway, so you see Devin Physique, first time I saw this, I didn't know photoshopping was a big issue. I really didn't. Because I don't care. And like Katie said earlier, I'm old. I don't know. And I remember I was at the Olympia. And these idiots rolled up with security guards. They had security guards like anybody cared. All right? I don't have security guards. And a lot of people want to kick my ass, including the guys from Shreds after this video. So they rolled up and there's this little guy, had to be 160 pounds. And I'm like, who's that little guy with security? I've never seen him before. And then somebody with me was like, that's Devin Physique. And I said, no way, man, that mofo's like 220 pounds on Instagram. He's got round delts. He's got big pecs. He's got quads like the gods. And I'm looking at this little pipsqueak over here and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? No damn well who I am. Who the fuck is that?
It was insane. And then I realized, I don't know if these guys have mental issues. I do, and I don't even Photoshop. I might mess with color a little bit, but that's because I'm really white. I've been tanning for the last 2 weeks, I'll have you know, so that's coming in. But then, a couple years later, Rich Piana got caught by Louis Marco making his shoulder bigger. And I had been around Rich Piana. I actually once toured Australia with Rich Piana for a week straight. It was an awkward week because we both disliked each other immensely. Nonetheless, we traveled. Rich Piana, a 300-pound behemoth of a man. I've stood next to Rich Piana. Rest in peace. Rich Piana was one big mofo, okay? And then earlier this year, Greene, a man who has muscle upon muscle upon muscle upon muscle, he was caught photoshopping his pictures. Kai to the Greene. And that's no disrespect to Greene, and I'll explain myself in a second. The only people I'm disrespecting here are Shreds. Let's be honest, I'm not disrespecting a dead man. I'm damn sure not disrespecting my boy Kai. So here's the problem. We have gone so far in photoshopping things and in enhancing things that when you see a real life bodybuilder, it's not that impressive or breathtaking or jaw-dropping. Because let's say Brandon Curry, who gets on stage at 250 pounds, why does he look like he's the same size in pictures as Devin Physique, who's 160 pounds? That's 100 pounds. That's a full-grown woman right there of difference. It's because you've been lied to so much that in order to get the shock, and a lot of these guys like Greene has real businesses, but his businesses, I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm assuming that his businesses are highly contingent on his views and his likes and his engagement. Now, if Greene posts something that isn't impressive, that isn't breathtaking, that isn't jaw-dropping, he gets less views. He gets less impressions. He gets less clicks. He gets less engagement. He makes less money. So all these Insta hoes and Insta bros and Insta Joes and whoever you are posting all these fake pictures, you bring the norm up to a level where those of us who are actually beyond normal have to fake it to make it. But I will tell you this. There's one thing that I want to be known for in life. Well, a couple things. But I just don't want to fake the funk. I want people to know that at 40 years old, on HRT, when I tell you the drugs I'm on are the drugs I'm on. I want people to know that with my genetics, which I think are slightly above average, alongside HRT, alongside 27 years of training, alongside stringent diet for most of those 27 years, can obtain the physique you see in those photos. Not all that I just said, plus my boy Jason Corey. If Jason and Brandon had a baby, how would that baby look? It would be one big shredded Jesus looking. Imagine if you ever take the pictures of Jesus, but you made him Black Jesus. I think Brandon and Jason would make Black Jesus.
Back on topic.
What was I talking about? I feel like Joe Biden right now.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives, I mean, you think about it.
You know, we have 1,000 more COVID-19 cases than we did 100 years ago. Oh man, that guy's losing his mind. Anyway, I digress. The bottom line is, we're in a predicament where you guys are being lied to so much that being lied to has become your standard. It's become your norm. And I think you're gonna see a huge kickback to people just being real. And I want you guys to put on your bullshit meters, man. Like, have you seen the before and afters of when these girls filter their photos? And I'm not gonna name names, but there's a lot of girls with really bad skin or really yellow teeth that, like, they run a filter through and they have perfect skin and perfect teeth. And there are some people who have no wrinkles at like 45 years old. I love my wife to death, but I'll tell you what, she has a couple wrinkles, maybe 2 or 3 or 40. You know, it's like you age, like some dudes, like, look, when I post a picture on Instagram, you see a 20-year-old body and a 40-year-old face. All right, you know why? Because I'm 40. I'm a man. I'm 40. Katie doesn't think that's funny at all. Y'all remember that speech? You coming here, you're doing all the right things. He's just a kid. I'm a man. I'm 40. Instagram's fake. Put your filters on. And the main take home of this is don't let it get you down. Just because your butt, I'm talking to you, Jason Corey, just because your butt isn't as juicy and delicious as Paige Hathaway's butt, doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that either you, Jason Corey, need to get implants in your butt, or you need to, you're a graphic artist. You are the graphic director for some of the largest brands in the industry, Jason Corey. So Jason Corey, what I need you to do, first thing I need you to do as a viewer is I need you to subscribe to Jason Corey's page, because he has some awesome stuff with his cane Corso, Bruce Wayne. So I want you to subscribe down below, because Jason might, in one of those videos, show his ass. And if he does show his ass, I've seen this man's ass.
I'm talking about Bruce's ass.
No, I'm talking about Jason's ass. I'm not bestiality. The other ality.
I mean, Bruce's you see like,
Jason picked up Bruce's poop in like 2 videos ago.
Yes, I'm picking up his poop. It's literally, it just crumbles.
Yeah, I let him know that was disgusting.
Jason, you're weird, but you have a great ass. Jason, I'm looking at the camera pretending I'm looking you right in the eyes.
Okay, how many editing stuff?
If I do the next time you come to Franklin, Tennessee, I'm going to do the glute blaster, and I'm going to look at you and thrust every step of the way while looking you dead in the eyes. This is awkward for everyone involved, just like Instagram. Anyway, guys, don't get down on yourself just because you're not living up to their standards. 90% of what you see on Instagram is fake. Don't fall for it. Anyway, guys, be sure to like this channel, subscribe to this video. I got it backwards. Subscribe to this video, like this, whatever. Do whatever you do on YouTube. Share it. Follow me on Instagram at Marc Lobliner, Twitter at Marc Lobliner, Facebook at Marc Lobliner. Outright Bar, mochaccino, breakfast flavor, full dose of Velocitol, double powdered protein for breakfast and 8 hours thereafter. That's in stock right now. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Marc Lobliner, and that's not a gift.